prisoner pulled the steel saw 20 times, then stopped what he was doing and cautiously listened to the surroundings. If the guards discovered him, the escape plan would completely fail, and he might even lose his life. The problem was that this grate was made of metal and couldn't be cut through quickly. He could only take turns with his cellmate, working back and forth. With their combined effort, after half an hour, the grate was finally sawed through. They eagerly climbed through the window into what looked like a basement area. They hoped to find a passage to escape, but after searching around, they found nothing. Every exit was locked with iron doors without exception. The man had no choice but to restore the grate first. Just then, he discovered a pile of discarded windows whose iron bolts could be sawed off to make a key. But he had barely made 2 cuts when warning footsteps came from above. They quickly hid as 2 guards on duty snuck down to the basement to smoke. Little did the guards know that the 2 prisoners cleverly bypassed the corner by forming a human pyramid. After the guards left, they couldn't waste a moment. The man hurriedly pulled out his saw and continued his work. After half an hour of focused cutting, the iron bolt was finally sawed through. The man forcefully bent it, then walked straight to the iron door and skillfully inserted it into the lock. With a click, the door lock was actually opened easily. Finally, they lit the kerosene lamp they carried and walked into the dark. They quickly found their target, the iron door leading to the city's sewers. But they never expected this iron door to have a spring lock, making their master key instantly useless. The calm man immediately thought of a solution. He gently lifted the iron door, then used the key to prop up the lower door hinge. Then he pulled out the steel saw from his pocket and vigorously sawed the upper hinge in 2. The iron door was easily taken down. With freedom just 1 step away, they didn't rush to leave. Instead, they took out a match, broke it in half, and stuffed it into the gap of the door hinge. They used the master key to hammer it forcefully, making it perfectly fuse with the hinge. After doing all this, the man crawled inside and hung the door back up. This way, they not only successfully removed the iron door, but also cleverly disguised the scene. Even if guards appeared here, they would hardly notice anything unusual. The 2 entered the sewer with excitement, but unfortunately, it was sealed with thick cement. This cement was very solid and couldn't be chiseled through with ordinary tools. However, the adjacent wall used inferior cement that could be scraped off with just a little force. The man said he could dig it open in just a few days. Tomorrow they would find tools and officially begin the operation. By now, it was daylight, and the guards were about to come for inspection. After camouflaging the scene, he and his cellmate quickly lay back on their beds, pretending they hadn't gotten up yet. The guards didn't notice anything unusual. After this incident, the man discovered an important problem. They had no watch and couldn't tell time. If the 2 had returned just 10 seconds later, they would have been caught. To avoid being discovered by guards, they had to find a way to get a timer to help with their operations. For this, one cellmate pretended to see a doctor and stole 2 glass bottles. Then, when the guards weren't paying attention, he grabbed 2 handfuls of sand and stuffed them in his pockets. Even though he knew guards searched prisoners every time they entered or left their cells, Charlie still chose to do this. Because sand wasn't like iron bars or spoons that could be used to